Hey Commanders fans, get ready, because today we have exclusive news about our team, and you can't miss a single detail. So take advantage and subscribe to the channel, activate the bell to receive everything firsthand, and of course, leave a like to strengthen our support and show that there are only true fans here. Our commitment is to always bring you the latest updates, news, and everything that goes on behind the scenes at Commanders. So without further ado, let's check out today's news. Deebo Samuel gets endorsement from former Commanders star and boosts expectations in Washington. Hey, Commanders fans! The Washington Commanders made one of the most impactful moves of this offseason by acquiring talented wide receiver Deebo Samuel, further strengthening the team's already promising offensive arsenal. And the player's arrival did not go unnoticed by those in the know. A former star of the franchise gave his seal of approval to the signing. During an appearance on the Up and Adams program, former wide receiver Pierre Garçon, who made his mark with the Commanders, praised the arrival of Deebo Samuel and said that the signing seemed like something written in the stars. Deebo is a player with very similar characteristics to me, and Kyle Shanahan loves that type of athlete, said Garçon. In addition, GM Adam Peters is coming from San Francisco. All three of us have been there together before, so it's like fate that we're reunited in Washington, D.C. We're excited to have Deebo join us to help Jaden Daniels and this offense reach the Super Bowl. Pierre Garçon knows what he's talking about. He spent 5 seasons in Washington, where he made his mark with 376 receptions, 4,549 yards, and 22 touchdowns in 74 games. His physical and combative style made him a fan favorite. Garçon also spent time with the 49ers, where he worked alongside Kyle Shanahan and Adam Peters, a connection that is now reflected in the Commanders' rebuild. With the arrival of Deebo Samuel, the Commanders gain a versatile, explosive player with playoff experience, essential traits to boost the offense led by young quarterback Jaden Daniels, who enters his second NFL season looking to establish himself as the new face of the franchise. More than just a signing, Deebo's arrival represents a union between past and present, a connection between players and managers who have already demonstrated success together and are now looking to repeat, or even surpass, that feat in Washington. The anticipation is high, and Commanders fans have every reason to believe that something special is brewing in D.C. What if the Washington Commanders' $18 million star is past his prime? Washington Commanders general manager Adam Peters has been more active on the trade market this offseason than most expected, at least when it comes to pre-NFL draft movement. Instead of signing big names in free agency, the Commanders' general manager opted to invest some capital to land some, bringing in receiver Deebo Samuel and offensive tackle Laramie Tunsil in the process. While there are differing opinions on what Washington is looking to get out of those two, there is another trade acquisition that could represent the team's biggest roster decision of 2025, at least according to Sports Illustrated's John Pluim, who asks, "What happens if Marshon Latimore struggles?" Latimore is a 4-time Pro Bowler, but he struggled to stay healthy, and it's fair to wonder if his best days are behind him, Pluim says. Washington traded a slew of draft picks for him at last year's trade deadline, including 3rd, 4th, and 6th round selections. Latimore has played just 26 games over the past 3 seasons, and if the Commanders release him, they'll save $34.5 million over the next 2 years, with $2 million in dead money. Given that the Commanders aren't in dire need of cap space this season, the money owed to Latimore isn't as big a factor here. What matters is that even at his best, the veteran cornerback is still one of the most feared defenders in the NFL today. Outside of the Philadelphia Eagles and Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who have deployed 2 of the game's best receivers, A.J. Brown and Mike Evans respectively, against him, there aren't many in the league who want to test the theory that Latimore's best days are behind him. Add to that the fact that Peters has acknowledged on numerous occasions the difficulty of a cornerback joining the defense mid-season, and doing so while recovering from a hamstring injury, and the need for Latimore to be fully healthy and have a full preseason leading up to the regular season, and we don't see the cornerback going anywhere anytime soon. The worst-case scenario, if it comes to that, is that the Commanders make a mid-season move or release Latimore from his contract at the end of the season, saving the team $18.5 million against the 2026 salary cap. ESPN links Commanders to a backfield overhaul with a dynamic free agent. Does the Commanders' defense need more help? One analyst thinks so. There hasn't been much news lately about NFL free agency, but there's no deadline for teams to make last-minute additions to their rosters for 2025. A few big names remain on the market, including four-time MVP quarterback Aaron Rodgers and Pro Bowl wide receivers Amari Cooper and Keenan Allen. The Washington Commanders aren't, and shouldn't be, looking for name value over roster fit, but there are some veteran prospects, like 2014 number 1 pick Jadeveon Clowney, who could thrive in Washington. ESPN's Matt Bowen discussed some of the league's best players and their potential fits. He suggested the Commanders could make a surprise signing. Commanders linked to bold move for J.K. Dobbins ahead of 2025 season. It's hard to believe that running back J.K. Dobbins is still a free agent after enjoying a career year in 2024, playing on a one-year deal with the Los Angeles Chargers. The oft-injured former Ohio State standout set records for rushing yards and touchdowns in 13 games, more than he had in his previous 3 seasons combined. Despite finishing second in the NFL's New Player of the Year voting, it appears that Dobbins' injury concerns are looming, at a position not known for its longevity. The 26-year-old has been considered a player in trouble for now. Most teams are happy with their backfield lineups heading into the 2025 season. Should Washington criticize Dobbins? It can't be ruled out entirely. The Commanders are currently poised to release their starting duo of Brian Robinson Jr. and Austin Eckler, while 7th-round rookie Jackery Krosky-Merritt has the opportunity to emerge as one of the top picks in the 2025 draft. There isn't much room for the former 2020 second-rounder, especially considering the salary he would likely command. That said, should either Robinson or Eckler face injury issues, as they both did for stretches of last season, Washington might be wise to keep an eye on Dobbins as long as he remains unsigned. He's demonstrated that he can still be a productive player in the NFL when available, and the Commanders don't have time to waste. Given the high injury rate in the NFL today, especially at the running back position, it seems unlikely he'll be out for the entire season. If Washington finds itself in a position where Dobbins' services are needed, the former Baltimore Ravens powerhouse could head back to the Beltway.